Hi guys. Today I'm going to try something a little different. I've been to Warped Tour twice, which probably doesn't sound like a lot to most people, but I didn't get out much and I didn't really know it was a thing the year before last year, like 2013. But I am going to try to make my own little spiel on the Ultimate Warped Tour guide. But I always see things that people sometimes miss. They don't always get everything in a video, and I know I'm going to miss some things. I've been trying to write everything down that I can think of to put in here, but I know I'm not going to get it all, so just bear with me. It's probably also going to be a long video, but if you really want to know about Warped Tour and everything you need to know and all that stuff, stay on this video and watch it till the end. So starting for the night before Warped Tour, you're going to want to get to bed really early because Warped Tour starts at 11 in the morning, and I know most of you out there watching this probably don't wake up until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're like me, you have a long drive. I have a 3-hour drive to both of my Warped Tour dates. You're going to want to get lots of sleep. I know that you're going to be anxious to like get to Warped Tour and you're going to be nervous and excited, and that's really hard to sleep when you're feeling all of these emotions. And so what I recommend is go to the store and you want to get melatonin. Melatonin is a natural sleep aid. Melatonin is the chemical that's already in you that makes you sleepy, and this will kind of help enhance that and help you sleep. Now, if that doesn't work, you're going to want to try to get the non-habit forming sleep aid. I think there's a NyQuil. It's just for sleep. It's not for any colds or anything, and that will be really strong, and that will also help you even more. Don't take them both, just choose one though. In the morning before Warped Tour, drink a lot of water. Preferably before you get in the car and leave, so then you can like pee it all out so you're not having to go to the bathroom the whole time. It's going to be really hot, you're going to be sweating, and you're just going to want to be hydrated so you don't pass out and that you have a good time. Now, for hair and makeup. Some people say you should not wear makeup to Warped Tour. That's completely fine, it's up to you. But when I went both times last year, I did basically full makeup, I had eyeliner and everything on, and I was actually fine. If you do normally have problems with your makeup running and stuff, I would recommend just doing a simple like eye look, maybe no eyeliner, just mascara. Only putting your foundation on the places that you really need it so it doesn't end up streaking when you sweat, like on your cheeks, chin, forehead, things like that. For your hair, last year I went with basically, my hair was about this long last year, which it has grown a lot, and I also wore 18-inch extensions. I had my hair curled, I had no problem with that. So basically, do your hair how you normally do. If you know that you're going to get too hot, maybe like do an up style or something like that. You can always like just do like simple things like keep it to the side. That helps keep the hair off of your neck some. With your hair, even if you don't think you're going to put your hair up, I recommend you take a hair tie, put it around your wrist, because I almost can like guarantee that you will, if you don't take it, you will probably regret it. Just have it in case you need it. Wear. Basically you're going to want to wear something light. You're not going to want to have a whole bunch of layers. It's going to be really hot. You're going to be in the sun all day. By the way, wear sunscreen if you get burnt. Even if you don't get burnt, wear sunscreen. I never get burnt in my whole entire life, and I got a little bit burnt at Warped Tour. What you want to wear is basically just something really simple. I always wear band tees. Like this would be a perfect example. It's white. It's going to be nice and nice and light. It's airy. It's white, so the sun's not going to beat down on you. I do recommend not wearing black, but although you know your own personal limits, so if you think that you can handle it, go ahead and wear black. I would stay away from dark colors if you're not sure how you would react to that. You don't want to get overheated. It's not fun. I've done it before. I want to pack some things like a portable charger. You can get portable chargers pretty cheap. I got one at Route 21. I don't know where it's at right now or else I'd show you, but they're like $5 to $10, something like that. They're not very expensive, and they help you a lot because if you're using your phone, taking pictures, and making videos and texting your friends to update you where you're at and stuff, your phone is gonna go dead by the end of the day. Speaking of friends and stuff, when you get there, you're going to want to make a meetup point. A meetup point would be an example of, say, the blow-up schedule tent. And this will be a spot where you guys would all meet in case one of you guys' phones go dead or something like that. You're going to want to maybe pack If you know you're going to be taking pictures a lot and recording a lot, you're going to want to maybe take an extra camera or an extra camera phone, which I am going to do this year because last year my phone ran out of memory, which is another bad, horrible thing that could happen to you at Warped Tour. You're allowed to take one snack in your bag. The first time I took a sandwich, which I didn't eat. I usually don't eat the whole entire time of Warped Tour. I eat breakfast and I eat after Warped Tour, but I don't eat during Warped Tour. I'm just too excited. I'm running around and I don't have time to really eat and sit down and do all that stuff when I could be seeing more bands. Water. Water is a very important thing. There is a monster tent. If you've never been to Warped Tour, there's a monster tent and you basically get free monsters. If you didn't know, caffeine dehydrates you, which is very bad when you're at Warped Tour. So you're going to want to take a water bottle and make sure that the water is sealed. You never opened it before you put it in your bag because they will check that. And I guess if it's not sealed, they'll take the cap off and then you'll be kind of like screwed. Also, you get free refills of water at Warped Tour, so don't even worry about taking like a million bottles. Just take one and you can refill it. There's refill stations. So as soon as you get to Warped Tour, there's this thing called Skip the Line, and basically you can take 3 canned goods, a $5 bill, or an old phone. Turn it in and you get to skip the line if there's a long line. Some things to do as soon as you get to Warped Tour is you're going to want to go get your schedule. Schedules are usually $2, which is not a big price to pay because this helps you a lot to make sure you see all of your bands at Warped Tour. And it looks basically like this. It has that, and then it has usually like a map of your venue. And what I like to do is I like to go through and circle all of the bands that I want to see that day. And then beside it, they have the time. So you're going to want to go back and number the times in order that the shows are playing. So then like once you get done with one show, be like, oh, I seen that. Okay, what's number 2? We the Kings, it's at 2 o'clock. Okay, so I know to get over there a little bit early so I can get up front and see We the Kings. So as soon as you get there, oh, there's a bunny in my yard. But as soon as you get there, there will be tents, certain tents you can go to and say a word or something like that. And you'll get free t-shirts, free something like that. Just kind of like check up on the Warped Tour page. It will usually tell you at the Warp tent some things you can say. If you're like the first 50 to 100 people, you'll get free blah blah blah. So check up on some of your favorite bands. They all doing something sort of like this. And your idols. Now I know I was really nervous to go meet some of my favorite people last year, and here are some tips for you. Number one thing, do not be nervous. People are the same as you and me. They're just people. They're just more popular on the internet than we are. Just talk to them naturally. Like, don't be all like weird and don't be shy. And they're there to meet you and talk to you, and you don't want to be nervous the whole time that you're meeting them because you're gonna regret that later. Trust me. So just go up to them. I usually give them a hug. Sometimes they'll ask you what your name is and just tell them your name, and then get pictures with them and have them sign your book with my signature book. It's what I keep all my tickets and signatures in that I went to shows, all that stuff. Oh, and I kind of didn't finish on what to bring. So you're going to want to bring like a simple like bag. You're not going to want a giant bag. So this is the bag that I brought last year. Basically, you're just going to want some essentials. You're going to want your water in there, your extra camera charger, all that stuff. I forgot to mention a couple things. Like you might want a hairbrush. If you're like me, your face gets sweaty, gets oily and gross, you're going to want to bring some powder finish stuff. Signature book, so you can get all your signatures from all your favorite people at Warped Tour. Water, your snack. You might want some hairspray, which they usually don't let you have hairspray, but I had it in my bag and they didn't say anything, so I brought some hairspray. I didn't actually use it. It's not a big deal. Take it and they take it away from you. Don't make a big deal out of it. I warned you. Now, what to expect at Warped Tour. What to expect. The weather can go either way. It can be sunny and like 150,000 degrees, or it could rain. So just be prepared. If it rains, you might want to bring an umbrella, or if you don't care, then just don't worry about it. You're already probably gonna look pretty wrecked from all the sweat and everything. It will be dirty. I forgot to mention, wear sneakers. Do not wear flip-flops. Vans, Converse, Nikes, whatever you usually wear sneakers. Make sure they're going to stay on your feet. Do not wear open-toe flip-flops, any kind of crap like that, because you are going to get stepped on. Your feet are going to be black by the end of the day. It will be dusty, dirty. Usually my venues are dirt So there will be giant dust clouds. So just saying, wearing shirts like this, expect your shirt to probably get a little dirty. Expect that your shirt might actually get ripped or anything like that if you decide to mosh. People like to throw things at Warped Tour, so be aware of that. People like to throw water bottles, soda cans, anything of that sort. Sometimes you'll actually see a crowd surfing garbage can. It's the funniest thing. Take some money to buy merchandise. Usually shirts are about $20. So bring some money, make sure you watch after it though, and also if you're going to plan on eating there and you don't plan on bringing your own snack, I would recommend bringing extra money because usually the food at the venues are pretty expensive. Now this might be a big deal to you. It wasn't really a big deal to me, but if you do want to get up into the front row of your favorite bands, which I'm going to do for some of the bands, I know that, I want to get there about 10 to 5 minutes early before it's scheduled to start, so you can get up front and get all pumped and stuff. I'm like almost fangirling because basically, yeah, look after your belongings, watch your bag, make sure you don't drop your phone, lose your phone, don't lose it in the bathroom or anything like that. The first time you probably should stay with your friends. I did when I just ran around by myself, and that's honestly like the best because you can go to all the shows that you want. Unless your friends agree with all the shows that you want to go to and you agree with all the shows they want to go to, cool. Then go with your friend, rock out to all your favorite music together. It's a great thing to be able to experience something with your best friend for the first time. I guess last but not least, I can't really think of anything else. If I do, I'll write in the description. So check out the description for anything that I missed, which I know I probably did. If you have any questions about anything related to Warped Tour, the day before, whatever, comment it down below and I will reply to it. I promise you that. Basically, have fun. Don't be a killjoy. There are going to be people that are screaming the lyrics and they're dancing and all that stuff, and just let them go. They're there to have fun. You're there to have fun. Do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about people judging you. Don't worry about people judging you. Jump around and have fun and sing really badly to all your favorite songs and scream the lyrics into other people's ears. Well, maybe not do that. But like, don't be rude to other people, and if people be rude to you, just ignore them. Maybe move to a different spot. You're there to have fun, and that's all you're going to want to do is have fun. Go crazy, mosh, crowd surf, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat, go ahead and do it because it's Warped Tour. And so make new friends at Warped Tour. There is going to be a lot of people just like you at Warped Tour, and that's really great to see all of the same people kind of gather around, and there are lots of amazing people there. I made a couple friends, so basically have fun, make friends, meet all your idols, don't be nervous. They're there to meet you. They are not, like, they know you're going to be nervous, but there's no reason to be. They're just people. Maybe have some questions lined up for when you meet them, whatever you want to know about them or whatnot. Yeah, this video is really long, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some things. Any questions, comment them, read the description. Have a nice time at Warped Tour. Maybe if you're going to any NPA, maybe we can like hang out. Nice day, stay real, and have a nice day, night, afternoon. Bye. Cut.